Have you ever wondered what happens after the end of the world, when everything goes quiet? Today we're diving into a kind of parable, a story about a world that had to find its voice all over again, and how it was rebuilt, not with hammers and nails, but with music. Just let that sink in for a moment. After the great cataclysm, the old ways of telling stories, with sagas and swords, they were gone. A whole new language had to be born. And that language, well, it was something you could feel, something that resonated in your very soul. Eternal song. So, try to picture it. The 9 worlds, all remade, fresh and beautiful, but wrapped in this deep, profound silence. It's a bit eerie, right? This huge new reality was missing something absolutely essential. It needed a voice, a melody to fill all that emptiness and give it meaning. So, where do you even begin? Where does that first sound come from? Well, turns out it didn't come from the earth. It didn't come from the sea. The very first notes of this new age came from way, way up there, from the cosmos itself. A symphony literally spun from the starlight. And how do you even catch a sound like that? You'd need a pretty special kind of instrument. And that instrument was this, the Aether harp. I mean, even the name just sounds cosmic and magical, doesn't it? And just look at how this thing was made. It is absolutely incredible. The Light Elves, masters of all things ethereal, were the ones who crafted it. The frame? That's wood from Yggdrasil, the world tree itself. And the strings? Get this. They're made of spun starlight. You don't even have to pluck it. The harp plays itself, humming along with the gravitational pull of the new constellations. Just, wow. So what's its purpose? Well, think of it like a giant, divine antenna. It's constantly listening to the silent music that the stars and galaxies are making, and it translates that cosmic harmony into something we can actually hear. It wove peace and healing right into the fabric of this reborn world. Okay, so we've got the music of the heavens covered, but you can't just have a melody floating in the air, right? It needs an anchor. It needs a deep, powerful bass note to ground it. The new earth needed its own voice, something to speak of its strength and its stability. And boy, did it get one. Meet the dwarven pipe organ. This is the total opposite of that light, airy harp. We are talking about pure, unyielding power, the kind of strength you feel deep down in the bedrock. This beast was forged by the Black Elves, the undisputed masters of the forge, using special metals they dug up from the very roots of the mountains. And it's tuned to something called the Scale of Magni, named after Thor's impossibly strong son. So you can imagine the sound, these huge, low-frequency drones. It's the sound of absolute authority. And here's the kicker. It's not just for making music. This is more like cosmic engineering. Those deep drones literally act as a seismic stabilizer, their vibrations reinforcing the very structure of the worlds to keep chaos from returning. And this powerful rhythm, this is the heartbeat for the stomp of the Iron Roots, a dance where people strike the earth, physically claiming their role as its guardians. 20 hertz, that's the frequency. And that might just sound like a number, but what it really means is a sound so low, so powerful, you don't just hear it with your ears, you feel it in your chest, in the marrow of your bones. It's the feeling of stability made real. All right, so we've got the heavens and the earth. We've got the high notes and the deep bass. But what about everything in between? What about the pulse of life itself? Well, the next instruments give a voice to that living, breathing world, inspiring movement, connection, and dance. And here we have 2 instruments that work together perfectly. You've got the solar lithophone, which is all about growth. Its joyful rhythm drives this athletic, high-energy dance called the Leap of the Golden Boar, a celebration of the sun and harvest. And then you have the crystalline flute, which is all about connection. Its notes guide the spiral of Ratatoskr, an intricate dance designed to pass wisdom through the community. The lithophone is just so cool. It's made of these resonant stone slabs that were tempered by the light of Gullinbursti, the golden boar. That's what gives them that vibrant, life-giving sound. You play it with antler mallets, and every single note is like a little percussive prayer for a good harvest. And then you've got the crystalline flute, which is carved from a piece of magical ice that literally never melts. Its sound is like a bird singing, or maybe like the northern lights turn into music. And its high, trilling notes actually carry messages on the wind, like a kind of magical telegraph, as fast as the mythical squirrel Ratatoskr himself. Okay, so we have our melody, we have our harmony, we have the rhythms of life. But something's still missing, isn't it? Every great symphony needs a conductor. It needs a tempo, a cosmic heartbeat to unite every single sound into one grand performance. That heartbeat comes from the Void Drum. And just the name alone tells you, this one is different, this one is serious, this one is tied to the very memory of the cosmos. Its origin is pure legend. It's crafted from the skin of the world serpent Jörmungandr that was found after the final battle. So its deep echoing thrum isn't just a noise, it's a constant reminder of the victory over chaos. Yeah, you don't break this one out for a party. This is played only when marking the turn of ages. So what does it actually do? It acts as a temporal anchor. It literally keeps time for the universe. Its beat synchronizes the tiny, fleeting pulse of humanity with the eternal, immortal heart of Yggdrasil, making sure history itself stays on the right track. And here is where it all comes together. You see? The Aether Harp weaves that beautiful melody from the stars, inspiring these flowing, serpentine dances of light. The Dwarven organ lays down that powerful drone for the dances of strength. The lithophone and flute add the rhythms of life, of joy and of wisdom. And finally, the Void Drum sets the cosmic tempo, binding it all into one incredible symphony of sound and movement. So in the end, these were never just musical instruments. They were tools. They were essential, functional components for rebuilding the entire cosmos. They broadcast the harmony of the stars, not just into the air, but into the very soul of the people, turning their bodies into living expressions of this new cosmic order. The music of the spheres, it found its ultimate echo in the joyful feet of a reborn world. Which, of course, leaves us with a pretty profound question to think about. If sound and music and vibration can restore a mythical cosmos and give it meaning through every sacred step, what symphony are we composing for our own world? What story is our rhythm telling?